Purpose is the driving force that guides us in everything we do. It's what gives meaning to our actions, keeps us focused on our goals, and enables us to stay resilient in the face of obstacles. Without purpose, we can easily lose direction, become distracted, or feel overwhelmed by the many challenges life throws at us. However, when we live with purpose, we are empowered to take decisive action, navigate through difficulties, and achieve success with clarity and intent. At its core, purpose is the reason behind our actions, the deep motivation that propels us forward. It's not enough to simply go through the motions of life. We must understand why we're doing what we're doing. This sense of purpose provides us with a roadmap, a clear vision that helps us stay aligned with our true values. It helps us focus on what matters most and discard the distractions that don't serve our goals. In the absence of purpose, it's easy to get lost in daily routines, drifting through life without a clear direction. However, with purpose, every action becomes intentional, each decision a step towards something greater. Having purpose also gives us the strength to overcome setbacks. Life is filled with challenges, whether they're personal struggles, academic setbacks, or external obstacles. When we are guided by purpose, we are less likely to give up when things get tough. Purpose acts as a source of motivation that fuels our persistence. It provides us with the courage to keep pushing forward, even when the road is difficult. A strong sense of purpose helps us see beyond the short-term struggles and keep our eyes on the bigger picture. It reminds us that the work we're doing is meaningful, and that the challenges we face are simply stepping stones on the path to achieving our goals. Purpose also enhances our ability to make decisions. Every day we are faced with choices, some of which can be difficult to navigate. When we have a clear sense of purpose, we are better equipped to make decisions that align with our values and long-term objectives. All purpose acts as a filter, helping us evaluate our options based on whether they support our goals or detract from them. For example, when you're committed to academic success, purpose can help you stay focused on your studies, even when distractions like social media or other temptations arise. It allows you to weigh your decisions with greater clarity and make choices that lead you closer to your desired outcome. Furthermore, purpose has a profound impact on our well-being. Studies have shown that people who lead purposeful lives are generally happier, healthier, and more satisfied with their lives. Purpose provides us with a sense of fulfillment, knowing that we are working towards something meaningful. It gives us a reason to get out of bed each morning, knowing that the work we do has value. This sense of fulfillment contributes to greater emotional resilience, as we are better able to cope with stress and adversity when we are guided by a deeper sense of purpose. Living with purpose also fosters a sense of responsibility. When we understand the impact of our actions, we realize that what we do matters not only for ourselves, but for those around us. Whether we're contributing to a team project, supporting our community, or working toward a larger cause, purpose instills a sense of duty to do our best and make a positive difference. It reminds us that our actions have consequences and that we have the power to influence the world in meaningful ways. By leading with purpose, we not only improve our own lives, but also contribute to the greater good. Ultimately, purpose is a powerful force that shapes our lives in profound ways. It helps us stay focused on what truly matters, drives us to persevere through challenges, and guides us in making decisions that align with our values. When we live with purpose, we can achieve our goals, inspire others, and create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Purpose is not just a lofty ideal, it is a practical, everyday tool that helps us navigate life with clarity and confidence. So, whether you are just starting your journey or facing a difficult decision, remember that purpose is your guiding force. Use it to propel yourself toward success. Intentionality is the essence of purpose-driven actions. It is the understanding that every action, no matter how small, carries significance and is a deliberate step toward achieving something greater. Living with intention means that we are fully aware of what we're doing and why we're doing it, and it transforms the mundane into something meaningful. This awareness and mindfulness in our actions help us create positive outcomes, as every choice we make is motivated by a deeper purpose. When we act without intention, our actions can become automatic or haphazard without any real direction. In such situations, we may find ourselves feeling like we are just going through the motions, ticking off tasks on a list without a clear sense of why we're doing them. This lack of intention can lead to a feeling of emptiness or dissatisfaction. We might accomplish things, but we may not feel fulfilled by them because we haven't connected them to our core values and long-term goals. However, when we act with intention, each task becomes part of a greater plan, and we are reminded that what we do matters. Intentionality requires us to think carefully about our actions and their outcomes. It involves taking a step back and evaluating our choices before diving into them. This could be in small everyday tasks like choosing how to spend our time, or in more significant decisions like deciding on a career path or a life-changing goal. When we make decisions with intention, we prioritize the actions that align with our purpose. For instance, a student with a clear academic goal might choose to study regularly rather than procrastinate, understanding that each study session is one step closer to achieving that goal. Similarly, someone working toward improving their physical health might choose healthier food options and regular exercise, knowing that these actions are intentional steps toward long-term well-being. Intentional action also requires self-discipline. It's easy to be distracted by the noise of the world around us, by temptations, or by the many options available to us. Without intention, we may find ourselves swayed by short-term desires, like watching TV instead of working on a project or socializing instead of preparing for an important presentation. But when we act with purpose, we are able to resist these distractions because we recognize that they are misaligned with our larger goals. Intentional action involves saying no to things that don't serve our purpose, even when they seem appealing in the moment. It requires us to consistently prioritize our long-term vision over immediate gratification. Moreover, acting with intention also allows us to maintain focus. It's easy to lose sight of our goals amidst the busyness of daily life. However, when we live intentionally, we are constantly reminded of what truly matters. This focus helps us stay on track, even when life throws curveballs or challenges arise. Instead of getting overwhelmed by obstacles or distractions, we can bring our attention back to the bigger picture and take intentional steps toward overcoming them. Another important aspect of intentional action is the ability to reflect on our progress. When we act intentionally, we are constantly evaluating whether our actions are in line with our values and objectives. This reflection helps us make adjustments when necessary, ensuring that we stay on the path toward our goals. It's important to regularly assess whether the actions we're taking are moving us closer to what we truly want to achieve. This reflective process allows us to course correct when we stray off track and ensures that we remain aligned with our purpose. In addition to personal growth, intentional actions also positively impact those around us. When we act with purpose, our behavior influences others in meaningful ways. People can sense when someone is genuinely focused on a goal and when their actions are aligned with a greater vision. Acting with intention inspires others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity and purpose. It encourages collaboration, fosters trust, and helps build a community of individuals who are all working together towards something greater. Living with intention is a powerful tool for achieving success, creating fulfillment, and building meaningful relationships. It requires awareness, discipline, focus, and reflection. By acting with intention, we ensure that our actions are not only productive, but also meaningful, aligned with our values, and supportive of our long-term goals. It is this alignment that makes our efforts truly impactful and allows us to live a life that is guided by purpose, not by chance. Every action we take with intention brings us closer to becoming the person we aspire to be, and it allows us to create a life that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. Inspiration through example is one of the most powerful ways to lead others. People are often more motivated by what they see rather than what they hear. Actions speak louder than words, and when we lead by example, we show others how it's done. This form of leadership isn't about giving speeches or making grand promises. It's about consistently demonstrating the values, behaviors, and mindset that we want others to adopt. Whether we realize it or not, we are constantly influencing those around us. The question is, are we setting an example that others would be proud to follow? When we act in ways that reflect our values, others take note. Our behavior becomes a model for those who look up to us, whether they are our peers, family members, or colleagues. This is especially true in situations where people may be uncertain or hesitant. If they see someone demonstrating courage, resilience, integrity, or kindness, it gives them the confidence to act in similar ways. When we live with purpose and act with intention, we not only advance toward our own goals, but we also light the way for others to do the same. We become role models by showing that positive actions lead to positive outcomes. Leading through example is especially effective because it is authentic. People can often tell when someone is trying too hard to be inspirational or when their words do not match their actions. On the other hand, when our actions are aligned with our words, we create a sense of trust and credibility. Authenticity is key to inspiring others, and leading by example allows us to demonstrate this authenticity in everything we do. For example, if a leader or mentor speaks about the importance of hard work but is rarely seen putting in the effort themselves, their message loses power. However, when they consistently show up and give their best effort, their words become meaningful because their actions confirm them. Moreover, setting an example through our behavior has a ripple effect. Our actions can influence not only those who are directly observing us, but also those they interact with. This creates a network of inspiration, where one person's positive example inspires another, and that individual's actions inspire even more people. It is like a chain reaction of motivation that spreads far beyond the original person who set the example. When people see others achieving success or handling challenges with grace and determination, they are more likely to adopt similar behaviors themselves. By being the best version of ourselves, we encourage others to strive for their own best selves. Leading by example also empowers others to take responsibility for their own actions. When we demonstrate the values we hold dear, we show others that they too can act with integrity, work hard, and overcome difficulties. Our example sets a standard of excellence that encourages others to rise to the occasion. This form of leadership creates a culture of accountability, where people feel a personal responsibility to meet the high standards set by those around them. Instead of relying on external motivation or instruction, people who are inspired by example feel an internal drive to do better because they see what is possible. In addition to inspiring others to adopt positive behaviors, leading by example helps us grow as individuals. When we commit to living in a way that reflects our values, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. We become more conscious of our actions and the impact they have on those around us. This process of self-reflection and accountability is essential for personal growth. As we strive to be the best versions of ourselves, we learn from our mistakes, refine our strengths, and continue to evolve. By leading through example, we not only inspire others, but we also inspire ourselves to be better. One of the most powerful aspects of leading by example is that it transcends words. In today's world, people are constantly bombarded with information, advice, and instructions, but what truly leaves an impact is what we do, not just what we say. Actions have the ability to cut through the noise and make a lasting impression. When others see us living with purpose, showing kindness, staying resilient in the face of adversity, and acting with integrity, they are inspired to follow suit. In the end, inspiration through example is about living in alignment with our values, being true to who we are, acting with purpose. It's about showing others what is possible through our actions and encouraging them to follow their own path toward success. When we lead by example, we create an environment where inspiration thrives and everyone is motivated to reach their full potential. By being the change we want to see in the world, we inspire others to do the same, and together we can create a community of positive, purposeful leaders. Historical role models serve as powerful examples of what can be achieved through courage, determination, and a sense of purpose. Throughout history, many individuals have faced adversity, yet their unwavering commitment to their values, vision, and goals led them to make lasting contributions to society. These historical figures not only shaped their own lives, but also transformed the world around them, inspiring future generations to stand for what is right and to pursue their dreams with tenacity and resilience. Their stories remind us that greatness is not just about talent or circumstance, but about the choices we make and the actions we take in pursuit of something greater than ourselves. Leadership is not confined to titles or positions of authority. While many people associate leadership with positions like CEO, president, or manager, true leadership transcends titles and can be found in everyday actions. In fact, the most powerful leaders are often those who do not hold formal titles but lead through their actions, values, and influence. Leadership is about inspiring others, making a positive impact, and motivating those around you to achieve shared goals. It is about guiding others to become the best versions of themselves, regardless of your position in an organization or community. One of the most important aspects of leadership is influence. A title might give someone authority, but influence is what makes someone a true leader. Influence is built on trust, respect, and the ability to connect with others. A person doesn't need a title to influence others positively. In fact, many of the most influential people in history, such as Mahatma Gandhi or Rosa Parks, didn't hold formal titles, but their actions and values inspired millions to join their causes. They led not because of their position, but because of their ability to mobilize people, change hearts, and bring about meaningful change. They demonstrated that leadership is not about telling others what to do, but about showing them the way and helping them find their own path. Leadership without a title also empowers others to step into leadership roles themselves. When individuals see someone leading with purpose, compassion, and integrity without the need for recognition or a title, they are inspired to lead in their own way. This kind of leadership fosters a culture where everyone feels capable of making a difference, regardless of their job or status. In teams or organizations, this type of leadership encourages collaboration and shared responsibility. It encourages people to take ownership of their work and contribute to the success of the group, even if they do not hold a formal leadership role. It creates a sense of collective empowerment where everyone has the opportunity to lead in their own capacity. Furthermore, leading without a title can also cultivate humility. When we lead without the expectation of recognition or reward, we focus on the impact of our actions rather than the accolades. This kind of leadership is often rooted in service to others, whether it's helping a colleague with a task, supporting a friend through a difficult time, or contributing to a community project. Leading in this way does not require a formal role or authority, but it requires a deep sense of responsibility to make a difference. The leaders who act without a title often do so because they feel compelled to help others, not because they seek personal gain or recognition. This selflessness is a key characteristic of effective leadership. Moreover, leadership without a title often requires courage. It takes courage to speak up when others are silent, to challenge the status quo, and to stand up for what is right, especially when there is no official role or title to protect or justify one's actions. These leaders take risks because they believe in their cause and the impact of their work. They do not wait for permission or a position to make a difference. Instead, they take initiative and show others that anyone can lead, regardless of their title or formal authority. In the classroom, workplace, or community, individuals who demonstrate leadership without a title are often the ones who motivate others, encourage collaboration, and foster a sense of shared purpose. They may not be the ones in charge, but they are the ones who make a difference. They bring energy, positivity, and vision to every endeavor, inspiring others to contribute their best. They show that leadership is not about power or control, but about influence, service, and impact. The idea that leadership is about more than just a title challenges the traditional view of what it means to lead. It teaches us that leadership can be found in anyone, at any level, in any situation. That purpose has the power to transform not only individual lives, but also entire communities and societies. When we live with purpose, we become more than just passive participants in life, we become active agents of change. Our actions, guided by a sense of purpose, create ripples of positive impact that extend far beyond our own experiences. Living with purpose inspires us to contribute meaningfully to the world around us, and this, in turn, fosters an environment where others are encouraged to do the same. A life led by purpose has the potential to create a lasting, positive impact on the people we encounter and the causes we champion. When we live with purpose, we are driven by a sense of direction and meaning. Every decision we make, whether large or small, is rooted in a desire to contribute to something greater than ourselves. This clarity of purpose helps us focus on what truly matters and avoid distractions or actions that would lead us astray. With purpose, our energy is channeled in a way that maximizes our impact. Instead of wasting time on things that don't align with our values, we invest our time, resources, and efforts into initiatives that contribute positively to the world. This concentrated focus allows us to achieve far more than we would if we were simply going through the motions of life. Purpose also inspires others. When we act with a clear sense of purpose, we lead by example. Our commitment to our goals, our values, and our vision becomes a source of inspiration for those around us. People are drawn to individuals who are passionate about something meaningful, and they are more likely to be motivated to pursue their own purpose when they see someone else doing so with authenticity and conviction. The positive impact of living with purpose extends beyond just our own lives. It creates a ripple effect that inspires others to think more deeply about their own lives, goals, and values. It encourages them to act in ways that align with their own sense of purpose, which in turn contributes to a collective impact that can transform communities. The positive impact of purpose is especially evident in social change. Throughout history, individuals who have been driven by a strong sense of purpose have brought about significant societal shifts. Figures such as Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, and Rosa Parks all demonstrated the power of purpose in creating lasting positive change. These individuals did not act for personal gain or fame, rather, they were motivated by a deep belief in justice, equality, and human dignity. Their actions, driven by their unwavering sense of purpose, inspired entire movements and changed the course of history. Their examples show us that when we align our actions with a clear purpose, we can make an extraordinary difference, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Moreover, living with purpose can also have a profound effect on our mental and emotional well-being. Purpose gives us something to strive for, a reason to get up each day and keep going, no matter what obstacles we may face. This sense of direction can act as a powerful motivator, helping us push through adversity and persevere in difficult times. Knowing that we are working towards something meaningful makes the struggles we encounter feel more manageable. Furthermore, purpose helps us find fulfillment in our efforts, as we are constantly reminded that what we do has significance. This sense of fulfillment contributes to overall well-being, as it fosters a sense of satisfaction and happiness that comes from knowing we are contributing to something positive. Purpose also fosters resilience. When we are driven by a deeper meaning, we are less likely to be deterred by failure or setbacks. Instead of viewing challenges as obstacles, we begin to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Purpose gives us the strength to keep going, even when the road is tough. It helps us bounce back from disappointments and refocus our energy on our ultimate goals. This resilience is not only essential for personal growth, but also for creating long-lasting positive change in the world. The more resilient we become, the more effectively we can continue to make a positive impact, no matter how challenging the journey may be.